morning, everyone.
Good morning, hello, hey there. We have made it to our first castle of today, so we are still in Aberdeenshire, and this is Castle Fraser, which was built in the mid-16th century for the Fraser family. Looking online, it was the largest Z-plan castle in all of Scotland. That might mean something to you. I'm assuming it might be shaped like a Z.
I think it is from the pictures.
So this is going to be the first castle that we actually get to go into and explore. There's a castle, there's a garden, it's on 300 acres, so we're really excited to be able to get to go into a castle. The Dunatar Castle that we visited yesterday, you could go into, but we chose not to pay. Little quick tip, we actually joined the National Trust Foundation for Scotland through the USA. So we paid, it was like £120 for a joint adult membership, and it gives you access to hundreds of places in Scotland for free, in addition to some in Northern Ireland and England as well. And your parking is also free. So you kind of have to figure out how many castles and things you're going to go to, but if you're going to go to more than a few, which we definitely are today, it just made the sense to join the trust, and so we can just park where we need to and go and visit.
So guess we'll go see what this castle looks like.
Let's do it.
Named after the Laird Michael Fraser, this kitchen would have been a 24-hour operation feeding the estate's 30 to 40 workers.
The largest room in the castle, often used for banquets, was several portraits of the Fraser family. For constant vigilance and protection of the castle, the Laird installed these special devices in the wall. Remember these for later and we'll show you how they work.
Part of the additions in the 17th century, this room was used for entertaining. The Victorian dining table can be extended to seat over 20 people. Not just used for reading, the library was used for games and entertaining. There are several mementos of Colonel Charles Fraser, including his hat, with a bullet hole, and the wooden leg he used following being injured during the Peninsular War.
This room is used to access the Laird's lung. Remember that odd-looking circle in the ceiling from the Great Hall below? The Laird would stand in this room and eavesdrop on partygoers to make sure they weren't planning a secret attack. As you walk down these stairs, you'll notice this hole in the wall. The Laird would often sit on these stairs, peeping through the hole and watching his visitors in the Great Hall.
we have made it to Fyvie Castle. So this one is even older than the previous castle. It was built in the 13th century, and some of the rumors say that it was actually built in 1211, so just a few years ago.
Another rumor is that William the Lion built this castle. Well, I assume he didn't build it himself, but had it built. And I looked him up because I didn't know who that was. But turns out he was the second longest ruler of Scotland, and he ruled for 48 years. So a pretty long time.
Not too shabby. See, this is another one that is on the National Trust Foundation, so we didn't have to pay to park, we don't have to pay to enter, and you can enter in and walk around. And they said this one is famous for portraits, arms, and armor. So a little bit different than the last castle. But yeah, we're super excited, so we're gonna head on in and castle it up. So change of plans. If you can look behind us, there's actually a wedding, and so some of the castle is closed. It was also a guided tour, which we're not big fans of. We kind of like to wander around and do our own thing. And since we couldn't see all the rooms we wanted to, we just kind of figured maybe we'll head to the next castle.
Plus, we want to see more of the outsides than the insides of castles anyway. So.
Yeah, they've been renovated, so they're kind of smooth and not as medieval looking. But we did decide to stop in at their tea room, and Candace had a lemonade, I had an iron brew, which is one of their sodas, but we had a delicious Victoria sponge cake, which is really cool. So, yep, we're gonna skip this tour, head on the road, and get to one more castle. We have just made it to our next stop, which is Huntly Castle. This one was built in 1180.
So pretty new.
Yeah, it's pretty new. Just yesterday. They ordered it from Amazon, got delivered here. This one is not part of the National Scottish Trust, so we were not able to use our memberships to get in. It's about £10 a person to get in, so we're opting not to do that and just enjoy it from the outside. From the little bit of research we have done, this is the 4th castle in this location. So I'm not sure where the other 3 castles went, probably taken down and built into this one. But yeah, so we're gonna walk around, see as much as we can see for free before heading on the road again. Well, we realized after editing the Aberdeen video that we never ended the Aberdeen video, and that happens to us, but we're trying to get better, so we are inserting an ending a few days later. So of all the castles that we got to see in Aberdeenshire County, my favorite was Fraser.
Mine too.
By far. That was an incredible castle. It's the first castle that we got into, and honestly, it kind of set the bar a little bit too high for every other castle that we visited.
Yeah, it really just looked like a fairy tale castle. It was gorgeous.
It was breathtaking. We had so many castles on our list. We didn't get to all of them. You can't get to all of them.
No, there's 260 or something like that.
Yes, so now we understand why they call it the Castle County of Scotland.
But yeah, we really recommend looking into that National Scottish Trust. Again, ours was through the USA. It was called like National Scottish Trust Foundation USA or something like that. But you can get into so many places, hundreds of places in Scotland, England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Definitely look into that because it saved us a ton of money.
So that's going to wrap up our little castle adventure in Aberdeen. We are getting ready to head across the country to the Isle of Skye, which we're really looking forward to.
Super excited. On the way to Skye, we're actually going to stop at Loch Ness, and we're going to have a little picnic there and drive the entire length of Loch Ness while looking for Nessie. No one has seen it in hundreds of years, but I think Riley Romes is going to be the one to rediscover it and is going to put us on the map. This is going to be our viral moment. So, we'll see y'all on the Isle of Skye.
Thanks for watching Riley Roams. Please subscribe to our channel to keep up with all of our travels. Don't forget to hit that like button and leave us a comment below about your favorite part of this video.